friends, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you guys could join me today. I know I haven't been posting on my usual schedule, but like I had mentioned before, I have parents that are getting a little older in life, and one of them fell and one of them got hurt. So my brother and I, along with my husband and everybody else, we're kind of taking care of them and making sure that they have all they need and doing all the things that one does when your parents get a little bit older. So I'm going to try to be better. I definitely will do one a week. My goal is for 2. It just depends on how crazy my week is. Sometimes I go right from work to their house. So by the time I get home, I really don't have the time to do it. But I'm going to try to make more time, even if I get up a little bit early or stay up a little later or whatever, so I can get 2 videos out to you. But I'm so glad that you guys are here today, and welcome to everybody who is new. My name is Tina. I do all things home friendly, so home decor, I do fashion, I do shopping hauls, do a little cooking, so all the fun feminine girl things. Guys, if you want to watch it too, be my guest. There are some dads who stay at home now, so please join right in. So today we're going to talk about, before we get into that, I wanted to invite you to subscribe to my channel. We're getting close to the 2,000 subscriber mark, which means another giveaway. And my last giveaway, Barbara, hello Barbara, she had won. So what I did was I went to the store and I picked out things. She told me her theme, her colors, and I picked out home decor for her and sent it to her. And she really loved that. And I really love the idea of, there goes a cat. I really love the idea of shopping for you and getting to know you and now becoming friends with all of you. And that's really important to me. So thank you for supporting my channel and for being patient with me, during this time. So anyway, let's talk the cost of food and groceries. It is just skyrocketing, taking on a life of its own, if you will. And I wanted to kind of give you guys some helpful tips that I've been doing, or we've been doing in our home, to try these little tips. And we've been doing it for a while now, and it does save us money at the grocery store. I don't know if it'll work fully. If you have a big family at home, definitely some of these tips will work. But from, when my son was little, I know, he liked devil dogs and all these other things that I got him. Now we don't have to buy that stuff. Although when he comes over, I do still buy him devil dogs, and he's 27. So you never outgrow the mommy stage, I guess. So these are just, I'm kind of rambling, aren't I? I had a long day today. So these are just some tips that I've been using that have really helped me at the grocery store, because as everybody knows, your salaries don't go up to match the price of food and everything else that's going up around us all the time. Food, gas, food, that's Gibson, and other things, so we have to try to make our grocery budget. You want to do it so that you're not overbuying. You don't want to buy food that you're going to end up throwing away, or produce that goes bad too quick and you toss it, because that's just money that you're wasting. And none of us want to waste any money, not in today's world. So these are some tips, and I have to throw my glasses on sometimes so I can see, because I can't see. So these are just some money saving tips that you can also do at the grocery store. Okay, so number 1 tip is, when you go to the grocery store, only buy food. So don't buy anything else from your local grocery store except food items. No deodorant, no paper towels, none of that stuff. Everything that you get should be edible. And that's it. That is a huge grocery tip, because my next tip is, for all your paper products, your cleaning products, anything like that, definitely check out Dollar General, because all of their things are still very affordable, even lesser than Walmart. Walmart's prices have gone up lately. Dollar General has kind of stayed pretty good, maybe, a few cents here or there. So like I use Gain for laundry detergent, like when I buy aluminum foil, paper towels, napkins, toilet tissue, Kleenex, paper plates, What else do I get from there? Sometimes we buy like flavored soda or water, rather, flavored water. Sometimes if they have our cat's cat food there, because cat food's hard to come by these days. So all of those things, I go to either Dollar General, sometimes even the dollar store for certain things like paper plates. If you're just throwing a sandwich on it, they don't need to be, the most great paper plates. They can just be, regular paper plates, eat your sandwich, and then that's it. You're just throwing them away anyway. It's not like you're having a picnic outside or something like that. Then you would have to buy heavier plates or whatever. But any paper products, cleaning products, anything like that, do not buy at the grocery store. The next tip is, before you go to the grocery store, always make a list. So it is time consuming, but go in your kitchen, go in your refrigerator, go in your pantry, go in the bathroom, in your linen closet, make a list of anything you need. And what I do is I make a list, like put it in my planner. You could just get a notebook, paper, something like that. And then what I do is for my list, I put my grocery store list, my Dollar General list, and then if I need odds and ends that I can only get somewhere else, I just make a list for that specific place as well. Like if I run out of wine, because I'm still getting wine, people. Still getting wine. But definitely make a list. Because what we try to do is when we go in the grocery store with our list, even if we see something, we're like, oh, we should try that. We don't. Because now is not the time to spend all that extra money at the grocery store, I feel. Especially if it turns out that you don't like it and you have to throw it away. Because that's just money out the window. You might as well open up your car window and just throw the money out. You don't want to do that. You want to only buy things that you and your family need and like. That's it. Now's not the time to be trying out some new stuff, I don't feel. So, I can't read the next one. So, So the next one is, even before you go to your list or whatever, or I would make your list first, because I do make my list first, then go online, check like we have here in New England. So we have Stop and Shop, Big Y. That's kind of like your like Kroger and whatever else you guys have in the South. But so we have Stop and Shop, we have Big Y, we have like ShopRite, we have different stores. So we were really good Aldi shoppers, but ever since all of these things have been going on, Aldi's prices caught right up with everybody else. And we always had to go to Aldi's and then the regular grocery store for name brand things that Aldi's didn't carry. So now we don't even bother with that. We just go right to the store that has the best sales going on for what is on our list. So sometimes we will, like if there's a good sale on meat somewhere, because meat's really expensive, we might go to that another store as well, if the price of the meat that we need on our list is less. So we do that. Then with, making your list or whatever, sit down and do a meal plan for the week. So figure out what nights you're going to be home when you're going to be cooking. If you guys have a date night or wherever you're going out, you don't have to worry about that night. So make a list of what you're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This way, you know what ingredients you need, what little tidbits you need, and you'll be really prepared when you get to the grocery store. That's really important. The next thing is, I know a lot of people, even a lot of people I work with, buy their lunch out every day. Don't do that. That just adds up. You're talking like $15 a day. That's crazy. Figure out, like, if you head towards like salads or sandwiches, soups, things like that you normally are ordering out for lunch at work, buy the things at the grocery store and make it yourself, because your money will go a lot further if you are not eating out every day. I don't know how people can spend like $100 a week on just lunch, and half the time a lot of it gets thrown away. So brown paper bag it, buy yourself a lunch box, buy yourself a little cooler, and just bring your lunch, your snacks, everything you need. And then this way you will save money doing that as well. So the next thing I try to do too once a week is we have a quote unquote quick dinner night. So that usually consists of, now we do kind of keto, low carb kind of thing. So we do buy like keto bread from Stop and Shop. So we'll do BLTs sometimes. So we'll do like BLT. Sometimes we'll do like sandwich night. Sometimes we'll do, I don't know, I'll make soup, things like that. This way, one dinner a week isn't going to cost you as much as like the other dinners will. So bacon is kind of expensive, but it's okay. We love BLTs. So that's always a good thing to do too. And another money saving tip is, if you like casseroles and things like that, or like a lasagna or stuffed shells or anything like that, if you make a big tray of it, a good size baking dish full, if you're a smaller family, like we're just the two of us, and sometimes my son comes over and eats dinner with us too, that could go for 2 dinners. So if we do like a lasagna or we do something like that, we know we're eating that for 2 nights. So that cuts down on a meal that you have to make. And sometimes my husband will even bring it to work with him as well. So that kind of goes into his lunch and into dinner. But if you like say you have little kids at your house, little ones, what my son always liked to do is we would do make your own pizza night. So we would either do them on tortillas or sometimes we would do them on English muffins. And you just buy the sauce and the toppings and you just make your own pizzas. Get your kids involved in the kitchen. It's really fun. They can make their own. And that is something too you could have for 2 nights in a row, because buy a package of English muffins, depending on how many of you are and how much you eat, they could go over to the next day. Or if we were to make them here, I would put the leftovers in my husband's lunch and he could just take that with him. So that's a good way to even get your kids involved. And it's not expensive to make, but it's really fun and really good. Okay, the next one is, baked goods. Now, I like devil dogs and ring dings as much as the next person. Trust me, I do. But let's face facts, those things are freaking expensive. I don't buy them anymore. If my son comes over, I will buy them for him and I'll let him take them home. But you can make whoopie pies. You can make cupcakes with like a Duncan Hines mix or whatever. You will save so much money. If your kids are snackers or you guys are a snacker and you like to have a baked sweets kind of thing, like if you buy devil dogs or ring dings or Twinkies or anything like that, or even stuff from the bakery, try not to. Just buy like Duncan Hines, buy whatever. You can make it super moist if you just add in like some pudding in the mix, things like that, or just go online, find some recipes. You could make a box cake and that will last you like for a whole week and you've only spent like $5. So try to make your own baked goods, your own cookies, things like that. Also get your kids involved in that because kids love to cook junk food. I know I did. So that's another way to save, so you're not buying those box snacks. Just make them yourself, put them in little Ziploc baggies. You can even stick them in the fridge or whatever. When your kids want one or you want one, you just go take a little baggie out of the fridge and there you go. So that's a really good tip. Oh, so fresh produce. What we do now with like tomatoes, salad, peppers, things like that, if we're going to have like them salads with dinner or things like that, we'll buy a little bit. Like when we go shopping on Sunday, then one of us will go again like on Wednesday and buy some more. Because what happens is sometimes with produce, if you don't eat it right away or it's not stored enough, you'll end up also, hair in my eyes driving me crazy, you'll also end up throwing it away and nobody wants to be wasteful. So just plan on going to the grocery store 2 to 3 times a week just to pick up your fresh produce and go. And just get what you're going to eat for like the next 2 days or 3 days. And then just go back and get some more. Kind of a pain, but it's better than wasting food. So that was that. And I think that was all my tips. Those are all my tips. So I hope you enjoyed that. I thought I had another tip and it escapes me because I knew I had one, but I didn't write it down. Another tip would be if you can and you have, little children or teenagers, try not to bring them to the grocery store with you because they will go right for the stuff that you are trying to avoid. So if you can leave them at home or with their grandparents or somebody else, or they're old enough to stay home alone, just go do it yourself and don't let them know. But I hope these are some good tips. These are tips that we've been using for probably the last 6 weeks, and it's worked out really well. We definitely save about $20 to $30 a week, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you factor in the price of gas and everything else, having that little bit of extra money for gas coming out of your food budget is really helpful. So those are my little tips for the grocery store. Let me know if you guys do any of these, because I would love to know your tips too. So if you have a favorite tip, please put a comment down below and share it with us, because we're all looking for ways to eat well and eat good food and not be wasteful and save money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and all my little tips, and I hopefully will see you back in the next couple days, because I have a spring kitchen reveal to show you guys. I have done my kitchen for spring and I'm going to show you all of it. So anyway, I hope you guys have a really great and blessed day. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate and adore each and every one of you. So I will see you in my next video in the next few days. Bye guys. Thanks again.